The NBA playoffs getting underway today, a long journey that doesn't conclude till the middle of June. A lot of guys, and I'm talking about handicappers and gamblers, take off during the NBA postseason. I've never understood it because it's a hell of a lot easier to win in the NBA postseason than it is during the regular season because the length of the series means that you get patterns that develop. You see momentum shifts. You can factor in the home and away and the bounce back in terms of the series as well. I've just never understood it. And these first round series, okay, you're not betting series prices perhaps, but as you continue through the playoffs, you can also pick up some money in terms of series plays. Obviously in the first round, you're going to have your biggest mismatches most of the time, so you're not going to be doing anything on a series unless you want to venture some ridiculous money on some far-fetched dog that has no chance probably of pulling the first round upset. But as you march on, you do have that option to bet a series. And when you do so, it also gives you the flexibility to bail out during the course of the series if things aren't going your way. So let's get it going today with a NBA free selection on Golden State and Houston. Plus, I've got a baseball free play on the game between the Mets and the Indians. First of all, in the NBA, listen, guys, the fact that Golden State is a 13-point favorite means nothing. I mean, they could be a 14-point favorite. I think I have to go ahead and play Golden State. Do you really want to put your money on a Houston Rockets team that was lucky to sneak into the postseason because of the Utah Jazz's collapse? A Houston Rockets team that played absolutely no defense? Listen, the Rockets gave up, on average, 106.4 points a game. They were only better in terms of scoring defense than the Pelicans, than the Lakers, than the Suns, at the 76ers and the Kings. Now, among those teams who made the playoffs, none of them, and that's the point. The Rockets were lucky to be here in the postseason. The Warriors have dominated this series, swept all three games this season. February 9th, the last meeting, Golden State won 123-110. Steph Curry had only 35 points and 9 assists in this game. Remember last year in the postseason, the Warriors took care of the Rockets in 5 games. The first 2 games, James Harden absolutely torched them, averaging 33 points, 10 rebounds, and 9.5 assists. But then they put Andre Iguodala and Harrison Barnes, 2 bigger bodies on Harden, and dramatically affected his play the rest of the series. Bottom line, the Warriors have won 11 of the last 12 meetings here, regular and postseason combined. I got to go with them in this spot because this is a team that has so much momentum. And the Rockets, it wasn't Kevin McHale's fault, we've come to find out. It wasn't the fact that Dwight Howard wasn't 100% healthy. No, what we've come to discover with the Rockets is they're just a mediocre team that was lucky to sneak into the postseason, a team that needs a major rebuild. So I'm going to go with Golden State minus the points in that one. Your baseball play, I'm going to go with the Mets. Pretty cheap chalk, minus about $1.25 at Cleveland today with Matt Harvey on the hill. Matt Harvey, 1.27 earned run average lifetime in 9 career interleague starts. Now, in his last outing at home against the Phillies, he didn't pitch well. 6 innings of work, 6 hits, 3 runs allowed. At KC in the opener, 5 2/3 innings of work, 8 hits and 4 runs allowed in that contest. The thing that struck me funny in terms of looking at his line scores in the first 2 outings of the season is the fact that he only had 5 strikeouts combined in those 2 games. Now, last year he struck out 188 batters in 189.1 innings. And in those 189.1 innings, he only gave up 156 hits and walked 37 batters. So, opponents last year only hit 222 against him, and that was in his first full year back from Tommy John surgery. Now, the Mets had entered last night's series opener against Cleveland just doing awful offensively. They were batting 194 coming into the game, but boom, they got out their batting shoes last night because they clubbed out 14 hits, slammed 4 homers. They only had 2 homers coming into the contest and won the game 6-5. Cleveland's going to be going with Josh Tomlin. He rebounded, came back from all types of injuries to have a good second half of the season last year. But because he's the number 5 starter, this is going to be his first outing of the regular season. You can pitch all the simulated games on the sidelines that you want. It ain't like the real thing. I just think that this is one of those rare occasions that you're going to get Harvey at a great price, and coming off 2 mediocre to subpar outings, I think it's a great play to go ahead and jump on Harvey as well as the cheap chalk. So I'm going to go with the Mets on the road. I'm going to take Golden State at home. Those are your 2 comp plays. I wish you well, and talk to you again on Sunday when we do this, guys. One more